Not this guy, you know this guy, and he's been there, but this guy with the beard and the hat. And that's my son who lives on the East Coast, and my husband flew him in for my birthday, so I'm super excited. So, happy birthday to me, I guess. Good job, Jim. Say hi, Thane.
I think.
Ha ha ha. Jim does that all the time.
Every time.
Every time. I guess it's... So here we have some beautiful cabochons. We're going to be live at the Kino show. And yeah, go look. And the knives, the metal ones are on the left-hand side, right next to the door on the side. It's beautiful, beautiful cabochons of charoite, wild horse jasper, I think. Gosh, that's really pretty. Hey there, Downriver Rocks. You missed my intro. My son from Cambridge, Massachusetts flew in for Jim actually flew him in for my birthday tomorrow. So, hi Jeff. So I am like freaking out because he was actually following us for a while and I never turned around. And then he came up and he was walking next to me and I could only see him kind of out of the corner of my eye, and it was some weird kid with a beard and a hat, and I thought, why is he walking so close to me? Jeff, I'm sorry to disrupt you. I actually am filming mostly inside today because it is really windy out there. Wow, these are so beautiful. Is this turquoise?
Yeah.
Wow, those are pretty. Yeah, and you know, Jim doesn't usually do surprises, so I was very, very shocked. Gosh, those are just beautiful. And then these. No, he's not live. He's not live. He's over looking at knives with oh, Jim. Yeah, I knew what you meant. No, he doesn't do that. He just kind of would prefer to be in the background. And thank you so much, Rocky. You know, it's been such a privilege to be here and be able to share all this stuff with you. I love these. I might have to come back and buy some of these turquoise pieces. I haven't bought any raw turquoise yet, or rough turquoise, because I really don't know very much about it. But I maybe just want to buy some cabochons. $3 a carat. A carat is 5 carats in a gram, so pretty pricey. $15 a gram. But you know, it's turquoise, so what are you going to do? There's some really cool lapis. Yeah, Robbie, I agree. I really like lapis. I have some rough lapis at home that I need to work. I've been putting off doing anything until after I go here because I'm going to have so much stuff that I'm trying to do. I'm picking up a lot of rough stone. I'm picking up a lot of. I got some different kinds of geodes for my Etsy store. Ooh, aquamarine. Excuse me, sorry. Isn't that pretty? $200 a kilogram. I have a little bit of this at home too. So many beautiful rocks. This is Kate from KatyDid Rocks, and we are live at the Kino Gem Show in Tucson, Arizona. If you are just joining us, we are in we're in one of the big tents. I don't know that it has a name. I didn't see any big name on it, but it's right at the entrance. Ah, look at those. That must be aquamarine. So pretty. Really, really nice. A lot of people like to see the jewelry. I like this charoite. That's really pretty.
Only this stone.
Very pretty. Oh, look at this stick agate. All right, that's enough of the jewelry. 50% off. Look at that. I gotta start making jewelry. Actually, I have a bunch of pendants that I have wire wrapped already. They're like 25 different pendants that I've done. And I just have to find a chain for them and then list them on Etsy, which is pretty much the worst part, is listing them on Etsy. All right, my son was looking for a leather cord. I'll have to tell him that those are here. he won't want to buy a whole thing, so I guess I'll have to help him out. There's so much here besides rocks. This place has this like beautiful silversmithing. It looks like Navajo silversmithing. Absolutely beautiful. Buffalo dancers from Taos, New Mexico. And, you know, they've got pottery and arrowheads and spheres. Wow, look at this spear. Hi there, Cece. We are live at the Kino Show, and I am inside so I can see your comments. Dragons and skulls. I had somebody say, Karen, I think, said she didn't understand the deal with all the skulls. But I'm like, well, skulls are really popular. Skulls are awesome. So that's why we have so many of them. But yeah, I mean, you can buy rugs, you know, you can buy jewelry, you can buy clothing over there. My husband is over there looking, I think, at knives. It's just pretty darn cool. I'm walking down the row here looking for a good place to stop and look at the rocks. See, a lot of these are already, they're made. Look at this. See, I'm not a big skull fan, but something like this could find a way onto my shelf because it's just so unusual and cool. This is pyrite that has been carved into a skull. Very, very neat. Look at this sphere. Wow, that is beautiful. We had a big discussion about, this is wood that is sort of like an incense wood. It's really, really smells good when you burn it. Those are really pretty. I'm thinking about buying, you know, some of those kinds of things where you can buy a flat of them and then offer them for sale on your store. But hello. Oh my goodness, look at this beautiful onyx. Where is this all from?
Pakistan.
Pakistan. It's just gorgeous. I love the little grapes. They look very real. Do you have a card that I can show? I'm actually filming for a YouTube video. Do you have a card I can show so people know where to find you? Do you have like a business card?
Yeah, sure.
The vendors are so great to let me film their stuff, and I always like to make sure that people can find them so that they can come and buy the things that I'm showing. So we are here. Do you know the name of this building?
Kino.
Well, this is the Kino Show. Does the building have a number?
105.
105. Okay, so he's in building 105. Thank you, sir. I just really like these. Look at these fruits. This little apple looks like an apple. Oh, and turtles. You know how I love turtles. You know, I'm glad to be able to do it. I'm really enjoying the show, and I'm extra enjoying the show now that my son is here because it was such a shock and a surprise. I just couldn't believe that it was actually him when I saw the young man walking next to me. He was awfully close to me, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you so close to me? And I turned around, and then it looked like my son, and I'm like, what the heck? And then I had to look again, and there he was. So that is super cool. And he's going to be with us until Saturday when we drop him off in Phoenix. What a great present for my 60th birthday. Oh. Good deal, Downriver Rocks. I am looking forward to it. I don't watch as many channels right now as I should because I have so much going on and it's hard to keep up. But I always try to support other channels and people starting out. This stuff is really pretty. Doesn't it look like the ocean? That is really nice. So these are flats of minerals. Are these all the same mineral or are they all different?
They're all fluorite, different variations, but they all come out of the Yao Gao Shin
mine from China,
Yeah.
aka YGX Fluorite.
Okay. Gosh, they're all so different.
Yeah, and what makes YGX Fluorite different from everybody else is the transparency. If you see up here, very vibrant, very, very, very clear.
That is beautiful.
Most other fluorites come in a darker, more
that.
richer color, for example.
Right. Look at this. Look at how clear that is. It almost looks like glass.
This is fluorite, same material, but out of Pakistan rather than China. And if you can
See,
see,
it's so much darker.
the color
yeah.
variation, so much darker.
So much darker. So are you selling these individually or are you selling them
By the
by
flat.
the flat?
man.
So these are like for specimens and store people can have them in stores kind of thing. That is really, really cool. Do you have a business card that I can show
Yes,
people
of
where you are? Ooh, look at these. Is this all fluorite too?
Yes, ma'am.
Dang.
This is
All
going to
right.
be Crystal Allies, booth 127 in the Kino Tent.
All right, in the Kino Tent. Cool beans.
Yes, ma'am.
127 in the Kino Tent.
Also, fluorite from the same country, but different mine. This is purple fluorite.
Wow, so that's not nearly as clear, is it?
No.
Oh, but
Also,
it's beautiful. Look at the rich purple there. That is just gorgeous.
and then also from that same mine, you find variations of green. You might not see it here, but if you come over to this
oh yeah,
flat,
I can see it's a little green right there.
if you come over to this flat, you start seeing a big difference.
Oh yeah. Wow. See now, that's funny. You put it down, it looks greener than when you pick it up.
Because the light captures it and penetrates it a little deeper.
That's very cool. I'm learning to love fluorite.
Again, this is blueberry fluorite.
This
from-
is all fluorite, the whole
correct,
thing.
ma'am. Yes, fluorite is one of the most abundant and most variety minerals on Earth, I believe.
Well, it certainly seems to be. I mean, I would never guess this is fluorite.
And this fluorite is very notorious for growing on quartz. If I could show you right here. Oh yeah, the back of it.
Yeah.
And then let me see if I can find another specimen.
Yeah. Hi, Karen. Welcome back.
Where would be
Isn't that
another?
pretty?
Ah, yes.
See, there's
You can
some
clearly see the
quartz on
quartz in the back of it.
Yeah.
But this one's notorious for growing on quartz. They call it blueberry fluorite for obvious reasons. The blueberries.
Oh, for fun. That's cool. Wow. And these are all from Pakistan?
China.
China. I
The
don't-
first fluorite that I showed you, the darker ones,
that
those
was
are
from Pakistan. Okay, that's where I got my brain scrambled.
And then once again, more fluorite from China, different mine.
Oh, wow.
This is from the Yindu province. Again,
Look at that. I
same
mean, it's
material, but varies so differently. These are so much more deeper in color.
yeah, the gorgeous kind
And-
of purpley blue.
And that's why the YGX is so coveted, because it's very crystal-like, very transparent,
Right.
captures the light a lot more.
So do people mostly buy these for like display type things, like for collections?
110%. 110%. Very few people actually collect fluorites for holistic healing or like crystal healing.
Right.
Those are more like quartz and things of that
Sure,
nature.
sure.
But fluorite is definitely on the collector's aspect.
I just love that. Well, I don't have a collection per se, but I sure like the fluorite. That is very cool.
He has a strong, if you can't tell, he has a strong passion for fluorite.
I can tell that.
He loves
It's a
it.
blueberry. Look at these big fat blueberries here. This is blueberry fluorite from China. That is amazing. It looks just like a bunch of blueberries. Maybe a little squished. This one's overripe.
Definitely.
Do you have more fluorite here? Or
Yes,
is it-
this is blue-green fluorite, also from China.
So we have fluorite galore. Blue-green fluorite from China. Let's get a better picture over here. Downriver Rocks, have you ever worked fluorite with anything? Jim was telling me you can actually facet it, but doesn't have a real high optical.
Very, very, very soft.
Yeah, it's super
Yeah,
soft.
very beautiful to look at, but very fragile, very soft.
Do you know what it is on the Mohs scale?
I'm not sure. I just know that our Lappies department avoids trying to make any jewelry out of it because
it's just too
so
too soft.
brittle.
Yeah. Well, and I would imagine it just is better left alone. Yeah, I don't think that it's probably too soft to really do much except for look at it and ooh and all.
Yeah, it's a specimen. It's a specimen mineral for sure.
I learned during this trip that fluorite grows in cubes sometimes, and that is
It's
really
about 90% of the time.
cool. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes. And I love this kind of piled up look for the cubes. You know, they're not very organized.
Definitely. Here's a perfect example right here. Fluorite, dead giveaway. The cube formation. They're not perfect cubes, but once again, box on top of box on top of box.
Right, yeah. It's just really
It's always a giveaway. The only other mineral I believe that does that is pyrite.
okay.
Especially from Spain, it will grow just like this.
Yeah, I got a specimen of just a little box of pyrite that was sitting on top of a
Matrix.
piece of matrix, and it was really nice.
Big.
Not here.
Is that like name
We do have some offer on our card. Okay.
But then I just wanted to
This is some really pretty malachite.
yeah, I asked him
Ooh, wow, it's so velvety. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. And here's some specimens. Anybody out there a gem collector? I know, right? Look at these.
哦，他说我们有哦，
This is quartz in. Looks like quartz.
Also known as rose or black rose, depending on who you are. I had no idea that was a nickname for them. I've always just called them speculite quartz.
Like beautiful, just beautiful. And then is this the same thing, but
Yes,
just
ma'am.
like more rose?
Yes.
That is very cool. And these are from where?
These, if you look on every single flat, it'll give you a location. These are from China.
Now, are these smoked somehow, or is this just like what they actually?
No, that's the mine dust on them. Yeah, it's pretty much depending on where they are. It's not gonna come off. You can rub it. It's not gonna come off. It's
Interesting.
embedded
So
in it.
it's just kind of like staining, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool. I get river staining on my rocks. Is that kind of that same color?
And then those flats right there are the same material. It's just the quartz there have been broken
Oh, just
off by the
individual
miners.
pieces. Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that pretty? What's this stuff?
Ben,
It's blue. That's what it is.
it's actually when malachite and azurite come together, and rather than separate like you see here, the azurite and malachite, they join and they form such a fine hair-like crystal. It'll just flake off if you just touch it.
Wow. So you don't want to touch it.
No,
Sure.
but here's a perfect example of the azurite forming along
And
with
then
the
the
malachite
And then this.
when
stuff
they've
is-
joined together.
Wow. So it kind of makes a powder.
Yes.
That's what this looks like.
It looks
here.
like a powder, but it's super fine hair-like crystals.
Huh.
I forget the proper name of it. I hate dealing with it because it is so fragile. I've actually told the boss, can we not bring this back? As beautiful as it is, super hard to ship out to customers.
I would imagine so. Like, what do you do? Like, have to do pizza box temps or something?
I'll be honest with you. On a specimen like this, I have to wrap it this far out with toilet paper, set it in a box, put another box on top of there, put toilet paper and shredded newspaper all around, and to be honest, if the UPS driver is having a bad day, it's a 50-50 whether it makes it to
I
the
know
customer or
that
not.
is absolutely
And for-
true.
And for a company that specializes in online shipping,
Yeah.
it's very
Not so
difficult
good.
for us now.
And your Crystal Allies is the name of your
Correct,
company,
ma'am.
right? So this stuff, what is this beautiful color?
Blue aragonite.
Aragonite, huh?
Yeah, comes in very, very, very different versions of blue. For example, this is a rich blue right here in comparison compared to that one.
Oh yeah, and then
Along,
this one's kind of
yeah,
green. It's like a seafoam.
like yeah, seafoam, aquamarine type tone.
Is that what these are too?
Correct?
This is aragonite, blue
Blue aragonite.
aragonite. I always call it aragonite. am probably wrong though because I have.
You know what? I get it. I call Marmotite galena because that's what it looks like to me. To me, I'm like, look at this beautiful galena / Marmotite.
Those are so pretty. Look at the tiny little crystals in there.
They also grow like fine hairs.
Yeah,
If
I
you
actually,
zoom in right here,
Speaking of calling things wrong, I have the oh yeah, really fine hairs, so you don't want to mess with those either. Lepidolite. My brain calls it lepidopolite, and I have no idea why. It doesn't make any sense at all. But
same thing. In a bite, to me, it's black tourmaline.
yeah, that's what I would have guessed. This is marmotite.
No, this is Marmotite. This is Innovite, I believe. If I'm pronouncing it right, I'm always pronouncing things wrong.
It's heavier than tourmaline by a lot.
Yes.
Though it's like super heavy, but it sure
And much
does
much more rare.
It sure does look like black tourmaline.
Some of it creates a rainbow sheen if you can catch it on the right lighting. I can't really see it on here. Here's a better example right here.
Oh yeah, you can see the sheen on there. That is just beautiful.
On the right.
It's super heavy though, Dan. And look at the sheen on it. So you guys need to have a sign there so we can see what it is. It's beautiful is what it is, right?
Yeah, pretty rare. We only started off with 4 flats. We're down on our last one.
Where's this one from?
This one, let me tell you right now, because I'm not familiar with the rare specimens because they're rare.
They're rare. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was on the thing here. If you were just a collector who wanted to get some pretty stuff. Karen, I think that's hilarious that your parrot. Ilvite.
From China.
From China.
Not black tourmaline. Ilvite from China.
Ilvite from China. Okay, thank you so much. My pleasure. Well, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I once again have a low battery. I have batteries in my car that I have charged up so that I don't have this problem, but do you think I have them with me? No. So we are probably going to end it here. We thank the good gentleman for telling us all about.
Thank you for stopping by and visiting us.
It was a delight, and I learned so much about fluorite and all these other awesome minerals. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here at the Kino Show in the Kino building. This is
Booth 127.
Booth 127. So, thanks for joining us. This is Kate from KatyDid Rocks. Keep on doing.